Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tuesday, March 14th, 2024 School Committee meeting located here at the Tyngsborough High School PDC. My name is Anthony Tenorella. I officially call this meeting to order, and I will start with introductions to my left.
Hi, my name is Evan. I'm the student representative for the next year.
Bari Teague, student representative.
Becky Stanton.
Good evening, Joe Messina, Business Administrator.
Hi, Mike Flanagan, Superintendent.
Daniela Thanis.
Ryan McMahon.
Thank you, everyone. If we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. At this time, I will entertain a motion for the 4/23/24 school committee meetings and the 4/29/24 negotiation subcommittee executive session minutes. I'm assuming those are not to be released at this time.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Can you take the negotiation, can you take them separate?
Yes. So we will make a motion for the 4/23 school committee minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That carries 4-0-0. And a motion for the 4/29/2024 negotiation subcommittee executive session minutes.
Mr. Chair, we don't have a quorum to vote on that, so do we have to wait?
We're going to have to hold that.
We'll hold off on that one because we do not have a quorum. Thank you.
Good catch.
Yes. Citizen time. Seeing none. Correspondence.
Mr. Chair, there's an email from Valley Collaborative Executive Director, Dr. Chris Scott. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the heart of the agenda.
Okay. Personnel.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have two new hires, Kelly Bartels, TES Administrative Assistant, and Sydney Fagundes, Tyngsborough High School grad, will be joining us next year as an EL teacher, coming to us from Lowell. We have notification of intent to retire, Caroline Lauren, a TMS paraprofessional with over 20 years' experience in the district. So thank you, Caroline. We noticed a request for maternity leave, Sarah Mello, high school foreign language teacher, and we did receive one notice of resignation, Itasha Fernandez, TES paraprofessional, who's been there for 2 years.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to take item 9A out of order.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? That carries.
So this is where we turn it over to Bari to do the transition. This is Bari's last meeting, and Bari, thank you for all your hard work. We appreciate it, because our next meeting is not till June 11th, and we know that you graduate in the 7th and are on to bigger and better. So you've been done a great job all year, so we're thankful for the work that you put in and the time you put in. So if you could kind of introduce your successor.
Okay, so we have Evan Cody here. He's a junior. He's been selected for the next school committee rep. Would you like to introduce yourself and explain the process of how you were chosen?
Hi, I was chosen by a vote by my class. I'm very excited to be here to provide voice to the student body at Tyngsborough Public Schools, and thank you.
All right, awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, and welcome, Evan. Barry, great job all year. And good luck.
Thank you.
We'll see you graduation night after tonight, huh?
All right.
And then we're going to go right into you. Yes.
All right, so share the success. Last one from me. Okay. So the elementary school, thank you to all the families that joined us last week for our annual science expo, art show, and pasta dinner. We had an incredible turnout. The students were beaming to show their work. A special thank you to Mrs. Anderson, Mrs. Maraca, and Mrs. LaRochelle for all their hard work with the art show and the science expo. Thank you to our PTO families and TES families for the amazing candy dessert bar for Staff Appreciation Week. We had a great week celebrating and honoring our staff. The next few weeks will be busy with field trips and special events. We are looking forward to the end of the year. At the middle school, the 6th grade had a field trip to Odiorn State Park, working in groups to discover the diverse and dynamic rocky shore habitat. The program began with a lesson on the unique ecology of the rocky shore, intertidal zones, following by a tidal pooling session. Despite the rain, this field trip was a huge success. The middle school theater, had a METG performance that was hugely successful. We were able to bring the 5th grade over from TES for 1 or 2 school performances to see the middle school theater's students put on the show Sorry, Wrong Number, and ask all kinds of questions related to theater and production. On Saturday, May 4th, our students were able to get a silver medal, with many of our students winning awards for their performance in set design. Campus cleanup, so the student council delivered yellow garbage bags to all our advisors, and the school took part in the town-wide cleanup effort. During wind block and advisory block, each group participated in trying to make sure the campus represented the effort. The 8th graders took MCAS this week, and 6th grade and 7th graders will be taking it next week. The 8th graders are back on the clock with MCAS the next week as well, for science MCAS. Teacher Appreciation Week was successful, with teachers being served meals and desserts all throughout the week. A big thanks to the Tyngsborough PTO for their efforts, especially Suzanne Henderson and the PTO. They served a myriad of sweets on Wednesday. At the high school, last week was Teachers Appreciation Week. Thank you to all teachers. The THS TMS students received a Notice of Tammy Award nominations. Congratulations to crew, cast, and program on being recognized. Prom is this Thursday at the Atkinson Country Club. Pre-prom will take place at 5:15 at the elementary school. Congratulations to our senior track and field athletes for their last 4 years. And congratulations to the May Students of the Month, Emmanuel Aquaboa, Ava Caesar, Sarah Maltby, and Julia Simmons. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you for your last report.
There's a lot of info, too.
Yeah, it was.
Loaded.
One of the longest ones for the last one.
Cow.
Mr. Chair, so we don't forget about it, can we go back to those minutes?
We certainly can.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to accept the April 29th, 2024 Negotiations Subcommittee Executive Session minutes, not to be released at this time.
Second?
And just for the record, we do have a quorum now. Mrs. Puma has joined us, so thank you for that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Abstain.
That carries 4-0-1. Thank you all. Subcommittees, none at this time. Unfinished business, MSBA update. Dr. Flanagan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'll jump right into the slide deck. Upcoming meetings, we have a school building committee meeting tomorrow night at 5:45. The school building committee will be taking a tour of the middle school project. I do not want the committee to know the school committee has not been forgotten, so on June 11th, before our next school committee meeting, we will do a 6:15 tour of the project as well. So it's great to get in there and see what's going on. It's exciting to see all the work. Next week is a town election, as we know. We have 3 negotiation sessions planned with Unit A on the 29th, 3rd, and the 17th, and our next school committee meeting is June 11th. So as we continue on the slide deck, the MSBA update. So at this time, if you happen to look at the school, you can see at the facade in the front, Building A is near complete. I think the plan was to finish that by tomorrow, but certainly this week, Building A will be all done with the brick on the outside, which is really exciting. After the brick, they will start with the window installation. They're really trying to move it and get it weather tight. We did have a room assignment meeting on May 1st with JCJ to talk about where 6th grade is going to be, 7th grade and 8th grade, and we really nailed down where some of the teacher rooms are going to be as well. So that was exciting. Yesterday, we had a move consultant come in to the faculty meeting at TMS and talk about what it's going to be like to pack up and move. We are making a major push. So let me back up. We had a preliminary meeting with them on May 6th, and we asked them to come to the faculty meeting on May 13th. At our May 6th meeting, we really discussed really getting as much junk and trash out of the class as we can, knowing that we don't want to move junk to, again, move it and then throw it out later. So we are working with the move consultant as well as a local company to recycle and get as much stuff out of the end of the building for the end of the year as we possibly can. So that's exciting. On May 9th, we actually went over and saw one of the sample classrooms. It wasn't completely drywalled, but for the most part it was drywalled. And they showed us where the outlets were, where the plugins were, where the heating register was, and everything we need in a classroom. And we had Mr. Piper there to make sure the layout works for all our technology needs and everything. And it was really exciting to be in there. And at that point, they said, we're about 2 weeks away from having sheetrock crews come in. And they go in 2-person teams, and they can hang 150 sheets per day. And he said it's just methodical, and they just come in nonstop. So they're already talking about, let's get the painting contractors going and the millwork contractors going and start lining those things up, because it's just a snowball effect. So it was really exciting to hear all that information, and it's really exciting to be in the school and see it really come alive. It's great. So that's where we are in terms of the project. It's ongoing. Looking forward to getting the school building committee in there tomorrow night. And then, as I said, on June 11th, we will bring the school committee through for a tour so everyone can see it. So that's the MSBA update. And that's just a picture of us in the sample classroom. A lot of bodies in there really talking about it and looking at it and understanding what we're doing and why we're doing it. That wall that you can see with the extra strapping is where all the millwork will go. So every room will have a wall, essentially, of millwork for wardrobe, drawers, storage, organization. It's going to be great. And the size of the room is really impressive. So that's the MSBA update. Mr. Messina's moving me along. Like, yeah, we got it. Keep it going.
Got a big game on it
so-
tonight.
So the Valley Collaborative update, 8B, Mr. Chair, if we can move along. Last week, April 25th, we had a Board of Directors meeting, and at that meeting, we determined as a collaborative that there was additional funding available at Valley Collaborative. So at that meeting, we took a vote to credit $1.7 million back to the districts. That $1.7 million resulted in $141,000 coming back to Tyngsborough. As this committee knows, we budgeted that as a revenue at $150,000. So there's talk that there's an additional $300,000, which we may vote $25,000 back. I did have a phone call today, though, however, with the chair of the Board of Directors, and there is talk that some of that money may go to an OPEB trust that Valley started, and some of the money may go towards some green space was donated over there, so maybe a ropes course or a playground, something like that. So that $25,000 is in flux at this point. No decision will be made on that, probably till July or August, when we understand what the best use of that money is. But I'm happy to say the bulk of the $150 that we budgeted as a revenue came back to us, so that's exciting. One of the other things that's exciting, and Dr. Scott's done a fantastic job over there, and this is in reference to the correspondence you received earlier, is they're really using Valley as kind of the flagship of how to budget and look at financial protocols and processes with collaboratives. She's done a phenomenal job with Valley Collaborative. So they are the guinea pig, and they've established all new protocols, all new HR procedures. That's all in your drive if you'd like to review that. But one of the things that needs to be formalized is they want every local school committee to see the financial update from Valley Collaborative at least quarterly. So in tonight's agenda, under financial, you will see Valley financials. We're gonna report out publicly to every local community, school committee quarterly, so you have that information as well. All that information is the driver's backup as well. It's really a check the box to make sure that no committee or community is left in the dark about what's going on at Valley Collaborative. So they do a phenomenal job over there, so that's all exciting. So that's the Valley Collaborative update, and I can answer any questions about that to the best of my ability, if you have any.
Hearing none. New business C, 2024-2025 school committee.
Oh, sorry, we're 9B, one more. The appointment, did I miss it?
Oh,
9B?
well, 9B was the Valley Collaborative. Oh, membership appointment.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're
that's
still
okay.
up. You're on 8B. I've already, Mr. Messina's
You're moving on to
moved me
9C, now I'm on 9B, so.
All right.
So this is the annual housekeeping one. Each year, you have to appoint a representative to the Board of Directors. It's always been the superintendent, it's a superintendent in every district. So we just need a formal vote to appoint me again back to the Board of Directors.
I will seek the vote to appoint Dr. Flanagan as the Tyngsborough representative to the Valley Collaborative Board of Directors.
So moved.
Second,
Any discussion?
does Joe want the position? No? Okay. Just checking.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That carries 5-0-0. Thank you, Dr.
A
Flanagan.
voluntold position.
Voluntold. All right, so we'll follow along with new business. C, 24-25 school committee meeting dates.
Yes, Mr. Chair. As always, this is the time of the year that we approve meeting dates for the following school year. Essentially, we roll them over, we cut and paste the template we had from this year. The committee always has the ability to move a meeting, add a meeting, adjust a meeting, whatever we want to do, but at least to give the community some sense of where we're going next year. These are the dates that we had this year. So our last scheduled meeting is June 11th. Typically, we've not met in July, and we've done 2 meetings in August, one at the beginning of August to really close out July, and one right when the school year starts. So this is what we've done. This is the same format we've done in the past.
I will seek a motion to approve the school committee meeting dates as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Justine, you all set with that?
I'm all set.
Okay.
Yeah, looks
All
Sweet.
those-
for you guys.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 500.
And I'm almost reluctant to share this information. This is information only, but I will be serving as the president of the Merrimack Valley Superintendents Association next year. It represents 37 school districts in the greater Merrimack Valley. And for those of you who recall, last time I was president of, in the MVSA, COVID hit. So we got to do better than that. So hopefully we can have a better year than that one. So just wanted to give that as a point of information, so you know.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thanks. Another voluntold.
All right, finance, Mr. Messina.
Get out of the slide deck, so nobody thinks I'm going too fast. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for signing of bills. 16 bill warrants are on the table tonight. I think they just got finished up. As always, in your drive is the list of warrant numbers, accounts, and amounts. And also, for signing of bills, on May 7th, Mr. Mullen, as your single signer, came in and signed one warrant for the student account, and that is in your drive as well. Nothing on signing of bills tonight. As the superintendent mentioned, in the drive is the Valley Collaborative financials, so they're there for your review. Any member chooses to peruse them. And lastly, under other, I just wanted to mention that we had a stipended theater support person who actually decided not to take their stipend and asked that we donate the funds back to the theater program. I did mention to him that we like to give shout outs to those people that would give a donation of that size back to the program. He actually asked that I not single him out, but that I mention the shout out to the entire group of parents, siblings, other volunteers for the theater program. And I think taking it one step further, I think I'd like to make a shout out for all of the parents, siblings, and grandparents and other supporters of all of our programs. Too many to mention. I probably miss a few and anger some people if I didn't pick that particular group. But there's a lot of us parents out there that jump in when things are needed, and I just wanted to say thank you from the school district to everybody. And that's it for me tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. Messina. Before we move on to school committee discussion, I did want to recognize Justine Puma for your service here on our committee. Some of you may or may not know that Justine did not run again, so thank you very much for all your service to our committee. Although we only appear on camera really once every 2 weeks, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes on this committee. There's a lot of subcommittees that we all belong to within the schools and without, other committees in the town. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into this, and we all appreciate everything you've done for us. So thank you. With that said, school committee discussion. Evan? No, oh, Barry, you almost jumped right in there.
To say,
Just, no.
oh, none, thank you.
All right. First of all, I just want to thank Ms. Puma. Thank you for all the effort that you've done for the school district over the past few years. This is my last meeting. I just want to thank all of you guys for being such a great help to me for the past year. It's been a really good experience for school committee rep. I would do it again if I were ever asked. But yeah, thank you for a great year, and I'll keep it short so you guys can go to your Bruins game.
Sorry, thanks for a great year. You did a great job, and we'll miss you. And Evan, you have some big shoes to fill, but we're looking forward to working with you. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for volunteering. Justine, thank you for everything. You've been a great fellow member over the last 3 years, and I've appreciated the way that you've asked questions and brought a different perspective. We'll miss you. Thanks.
I'm all set tonight. Thank you.
Justine?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for the last 3 years and your support and your help. I've reached out to many of you at different times, and
you've been keys of giving me pearls of knowledge and how to, be a school committee member, so thank you so much. Good luck with the middle school. I definitely want to keep up with that and see the progress, because that's such a great accomplishment for the town. Barry, congratulations. Good luck next year, wherever you're going to, where are you going again?
Stony Brook, SUNY
Okay.
Stony, New York.
Good luck with everything. Evan, I've known you since you were little, so now the fact that you're here and the school committee rep, I'm so proud of you, so congratulations on that. Thank you to the teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week, and just good luck to everyone for the next, 3 years or whatever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Barry, great job. It's always fun seeing new student reps come in and be kind of nervous, not know what's going on, and by the end you come in and it's just easy for you. So, Evan, look forward to see you have that same sort of growth. Like everybody said, you have big shoes to fill, but I have confidence in you. Dustine, thanks the last 3 years. We don't always see eye to eye, but I think that makes it fun. It's good to be challenged. I think you've brought a lot of value to this committee, and wish you best. And I don't think you're going too far. I'm sure you'll be around.
I might run again if I need to, if there's an
Excellent.
open spot.
Well, best of luck. Thank you.
Evan, welcome. You're gonna do great. I know it, I can tell because you have the same hairstyle as Nate and Barry before you. So welcome. We're a fun bunch here, and we're glad to have you. Barry, good luck at SUNY. You're gonna love it. I've heard great things about it, and they are lucky to have you. Thank you for everything you've done for the committee this year, and good luck. Dustine, thank you for helping me acclimate when I jumped on board a couple years ago, and just for everything that you do for the committee, and we know you're still going to be involved in town. So to the 5th, 8th, and 12th graders out there, you got a couple weeks left, and I'm choking up because I got a 5th grader. Enjoy your last days in those schools, guys. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up. So that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you and welcome. We'll talk later. Dustine, thank you for everything. Truly, you always approach every topic with a teacher perspective at the forefront of your mind, and that's important. That's what we need to focus on. Never lose sight of what goes on in the classroom. That truly is the most important thing that happens in the district. I know that, and I appreciate you always advocating and pushing us a little bit there when you needed to, when you felt you had to. So I really do appreciate your perspective. Pre-prom, this week, Thursday night. Let's make good decisions. Let's make good decisions as a student body, as a community moving forward. Let's be safe, let's have fun, and let's really embrace this opportunity to come together as a community and celebrate the 5th, the 8th, and 12th grade moving on to new schools and accepting new transitions in their life. It really is the most special time of the year. It's crazy in all the schools right now. It's hectic, it's busy, but it's something that we look forward to every single year this time of year. So I hope we all have a great, safe end of the school year.
Evan, welcome. Barry, thank you. Good luck. Everything. Don't forget, take your name tag with you. We don't recycle them, so you can have yours. That goes the same with you, Dustine.
Put it right next to my old one.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much for everything. Again, to all our teachers for Appreciation Week, thank you for everything you do for our students every day. We truly appreciate you as school committee members, but also as parents of students within the Tyngsborough Public Schools. So thank you to all of you. To our seniors this year, pre-prom, like Dr. Flanagan said, please make smart decisions. This is a great time of year. Enjoy it. So, and we will see you at graduation, Barry, coming up here in a few weeks. That is it for me. We do have a need for executive session to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. We will return from executive session only to adjourn our regular session meeting. This action requires a roll call vote. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
I will move to go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call.
In favor?
In favor?
In favor.
In favor?
In favor. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.